Hey, what's up, folks? It's your boy MMG Smurf here, coming at you live. Today, we're here to talk about the update to Axie Infinity. The Katana, they call it Katana. The Ronin DEX is here. So the Ron token is not out yet, but Katana, the DEX itself, is out. I've actually yet to watch this video. We can watch this video real quick. Let's see what this looks like. Let's make this. Sorry, you guys don't get the full sound of it. Pretty cool graphics. I think they're just trying to give people an idea of how things work. Roll this back, they see they have things split 50-50 pretty much, and it goes in the middle, and out comes the Ron, the reward. So they're just trying to visualize it for folks, let folks get an idea of what that whole thing looks like when it plays out. So that was their video. I'm gonna read through this article a little bit and let you guys get an idea of what this all means. So, if in case you don't know, a DEX is a decentralized exchange. So that means that it's not run by any one entity. It's run by the people. Usually these DEXs run on an automated market maker protocol. Yeah, I know that sounds like a lot. Automated market maker protocol. And that means, often called an AMM, that means that users come together and they supply liquidity, which I'm sure throughout this whole article we'd find liquidity written tons of times. And that just means you put two assets together, half and half. So if you had $100 worth of Ethereum, you would split it in half, $50 of Ethereum and $50 of AXS, and you put those two together, and that becomes a liquidity pair, LP. And so, they're just introducing that system here. So this is what we've been doing on things like Uniswap, Pancake Swap. On the Phantom side of things, there's Spooky and Spirit Swap. On Avalanche, we got Trader Joe. But we've been doing this on a bunch of different DEXs if you're into DeFi in the cryptocurrency scene. And so now it's finally coming to Ronin. And how is it going to play out on Ronin? It looks like there's going to be the Ron token, which we'll be getting for as a reward for the fees. And I'm not sure if that's like an additional reward for fees. I imagine that's like really just like the farming element that it's going to have into it. So it's going to become like its own pancake swap, I think. And Ron is going to be like the pancake swap type of token. That's what it kind of sounds like. But they're saying you get the Ron for fees. Ron is the ecosystem token of the Ronin blockchain and will eventually power all transactions. So that's the other thing about Ron. So Ron in the Ronin blockchain, this whole wallet that we've been using for free, will start to cost something for transactions. So it'll start to cost us Ron, the Ronin token, for transactions. They want it to still be very minimal, but it would cost us something. So this is basically, starting of a new blockchain token. And we've seen this time and time before when a token has a blockchain, if it starts at some small amount, it's going to get up to at least 1 cent, most likely. Like, I haven't seen any of them that don't get up to at least 1 cent. And Tron is the only one that I know that's not above a few dollars. So, I think Velas just came out, but it's Tron. Okay, why Katana? We believe the future its gaming resources are freely tradable tokens. Yeah, so as they start to have all these different tokens come out in the game, if you're familiar with Axie Infinity, there's a bunch of different resources and stuff like that you're supposed to be able to gather when land comes out, like stone and wood, etc. And those are going to be different tokens. And so if they got all these different tokens coming out, and those are not, since those are going to be tangible tokens, not non-fungible, or fungible tokens, not non-fungible tokens. And so because of that, you're going to need some way to swap them back and forth between each other. You need some way for that to all happen. And for that, we need the DEX. So let's go over and look at the DEX actually itself. This is the DEX. This is Katana. You can see I'm logged in here on one of my wallets. I'm fine with that. If I click on this farm section, I'm just curious what they got over here. Oh, so we can see what it's going to be. 5,000. Yeah, so exactly. This is the start of like a pancake swap type of thing. So they'll start off with, the main pairs they want to get the most liquidity for. And then they're going to keep building that out. So I can say pancake swap or, quick swap. Quick swap is a great example of a DEX that's done this. If you don't know what quick swap is, let's go over here. And so I'm not sure how many Ron token are going to exist total, but QuickSwap is, $434 today. That's kind of low for QuickSwap. Its all-time high is above $1,000. But yeah, you can just get an idea of, and we have BNB, that's another one that everybody's been using for the last year or so. Where's that at? $500. And so where's Ron going to go? Where's this one for Axie Infinity going to go? There's 5,000, 55. There's a lot being, distributed every day. and that stands for wrapped Ron. So apparently when Ron hits, it's not just going to be on the Ronin blockchain. It's also going to be on other blockchains. This is the wrapped version of Ron. So I'm imagining it's going to be an ERC20 token first. Okay, so this is where you could go into the farm. Ahead of time, you can still put liquidity down and be earning fees. So people are actually earning fees today. And so to do that, you would have to go into the pool section. So here's where you'd swap your tokens. You can start swapping today. If you have SLP, if I had some SLP, this is what you can do. I'll show you straight out. So now what scholars can do is they can take that SLP, 10 SLP, and then get $1 worth of Ethereum. Let's try it. This is the whole point of the DEX. Is that now when scholars have their SLP, they can get wETH, or even better, because this is actually more utilizable for scholars. Let's say the scholar just they made $100 eventually or whatever the heck, but you get that, you approve your this, and now you can trade that 10 SLP into AXS. I need this transaction to go through. And you can see it pending right there. You'll be able to watch it come. There it goes. Swap that. Price impact 0. And when I trade this, what happens is whoever's provided liquidity as the liquidity pair will earn trading fees on me swapping SLP and AXS. So I'll wait a few seconds. It should have already gone through as a transaction. So yeah, it says it's pending already. So actually I can click out of that, and you should be able to see. Take a few moments. Cool. There you go. So now I have some AXS, and so if I wanted to, I could swap that back. They're like, yo, I think it's too small or whatever. But I'm gonna approve. I'm not gonna swap it right now, but the first time that you do trade tokens, you do have to approve them. So maybe that's something you want to get out of the way, especially before it starts to cost you something. They might reset everything when it does start to cost Ron, but there's a chance that you could get away with that right now and just approve everything. So that's going through the proof. What I wanted to show next, because I think that kind of makes that point that you can start to sell your SLP, especially I think this is really good for scholars. They can start to stack up AXS. And so what can you do with AXS? You can stake AXS. And I forget where you go to stake that AXS right now, but that was, I'll just go to Ronin. I don't know. Farm. I feel like it's actually in the wallet itself, actually, or something. I forget. This is not about that part of the video anyways. The next portion that I wanted to show you is not just adding liquidity, but I mentioned that when you swap tokens, somebody earns those fees, and you could actually check out that information if you push the analytics button. Sorry, I'm everywhere. Hopefully I don't feel like I'm too everywhere. But yeah, push that analytics button. You can get a breakdown of the fees earned in the last 24 hours. So in the last 24 hours, and this thing just started, it hasn't been 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, $370,000 has been distributed to LP stakers in fees. That's you making some money. You're making some money with your LP there. So there's been 41,000 transactions made, and we can see the total amounts of we can see the liquidity for each of these tokens. This is like there's $73 million worth of liquidity for ETH, Axie shards, and smooth low type tokens. What you really want to do is click pairs. You want to see the liquidity value or liquidity for each individual pair, and not just the solo token. What this lets you know for the whatever liquidity itself lets you know that you can trade pretty much that much of a token and not have to worry about like big market impacts and stuff. So you want a lot of the more liquidity, the more likely you're not going to have any issues when you're trading your token. Now, I said I wanted to go to the pairs and look at the pairs specifically, not just because that we can see how much AXS and wETH is paired together as liquidity, but because of the fees on these in the last 24 hours. So the fees, and like I would imagine that the most money right now is going through SLP and wETH. Why? Because people can swap their SLP that they've been earning into Ethereum, and they can buy new Axies, or they can swap it into Ethereum, and they can trade their Ethereum, bridge their Ethereum back to the mainnet. But there's a lot of use cases. There's more use case for Ethereum than there is for AXS. And so I imagine there's going to be more on the Ethereum side of things, people swapping more of that. But on the Ronin side of things, there's more, and this is why I figured there would be more liquidity in AXS. On the Ronin side of things, you have the Axie Infinity team that's staking. Then you have other, liquidity providers that have been staking AXS for the last however long, because that's the thing that they can do to earn in the staking rewards. And so you're going to get people that are trading between AXS and wETH. People are coming in. You want to come into the Ronin blockchain and you want to buy AXS for the low. And that's the other thing that you want to do. And so for that reason, I would see that as having high liquidity. But not as many trades probably came through this one. And so in that 24 hours, less trades. A lot of money there because that's what people want to stack up, and you can earn that via staking right now. But the most money is being made in this one. 245,000. Most of the money is being made in SLP and wETH. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to split my SLP into wETH. And so I'll show you guys how to do that live on stream. So slash on video, and this will be uploaded probably on Friday or late Thursday, whenever I can get back to uploading YouTube content, because they struck us for, they wouldn't tell us why. But here we go. So we have this 1,000 SLP. We're going to make this into liquidity. And so, again, you got to split this in half. I'm going to leave 60 SLP just kind of hanging. So we're going to take 500 and swap that into this Ethereum. And the price is updating. But I'm going to push confirm. Yep, swap failed, an error occurred. So the swap, you may need to increase the slippage. So I'm used to seeing this. I figured that might happen. I was going to try not to tell you guys about slippage, but I guess we got to go through it. So right now, slippage is on auto. I click this little cog here, this little blue cog. And I've never used this interface, but I just know how to do this. And I'm going to take it off of auto, and I'm going to put it at like 1. Usually 1% it will work. And usually this is at like 20 minutes or something like that on other blockchains. So I'm going to take it down from 30. So we're going to push confirm there. It looks like it's going to go through. And it takes a little second, but it looks like it's going to go through. Transaction submitted. This may take a few moments to process, and so it's been sent through, and there it goes. I can see my balance has been updated. So now I have equal parts of Ethereum and SLP if I wanted to pair them together. Obviously, I have 60 more SLP over there, but that'll be fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push this pool section. A lot of times in DEXs, you'll see this pool right up top. And so let me show you another DEX as an example. This is a Phantom blockchain. And so this is their liquidity section. It's up top. And so, and then I go into my little potions, which are your LP points. And this is where you supply them. So we're about to do that exact same thing over here on Ronin. Push that pool. We're in there. It says no liquidity found because I don't have any. So I'm going to push add liquidity. And then I'm going to find the other token that I want to pair together, which is this one. And you can see there they say Ron is coming. And so I feel like if you have SLP and Ethereum or AXS and Ethereum, something like that staked already, you might end up getting some Ron airdrop. I don't know. They might do an airdrop. I don't know. We'll find out. So I pushed that there. I don't know why that keeps showing up red every time on the top. I would like to know why they make theirs red, because it's like almost scary. But basically, you just want to make sure that when you max one of them, it's equal parts. And then, of course, on most blockchains, that you still have enough to cover the fees and trade. So I'm gonna push a supply, and I'll push confirm. They say I have 95 free transactions left today. And it'll tell me the percentage of the pool that I own in a moment. I'm sure it's not a lot because it's only $100. Cool, added it. So when I click this, it says I own less than 1%, 0.01% of the entire pool with my 500 SLP and this much Ethereum. Yay! So at this point, I'll start accruing fees, and I could push over here, and go to the analytics. And so this is how Ethereum works. This is what people have been doing on Ethereum, stuff like that. And you can start seeing how much, how much you make from your paired up shit. That's probably one of these is going to be my own transaction. If I went through and saw things, but you can start to see all that. Oh, I need to push accounts and it'll show me my stuff. Oh, maybe not. I need to actually like type my account in. You can look yourself up. So you could grab your own address. You could paste it in there. I think I just want to, there you go. No position found, except for it saw that. Yeah, it just needs a second to get everything, but it did see that I did that other trade. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you'll do the trading and stuff like that. If you want to, get AXS so that you can stake AXS in the other protocol, it's as simple as I'm gonna take a 30 SLP into AXS. And now I'm an Axie scholar. They can put my SLP into AXS. And then for the sake of it, let me look at this real quick. We want to go. Yeah, because I'm just like, where is that? Staking.axieinfinity.com. That's where you go to stake your AXS. I'm like, I've been to it, so I'm not really about that. Approve AXS. And so what I could do, and you can see I have 4 in my wallet, and so we're just going to go through the whole process for you, show you guys everything that you could possibly do. So that's the beauty of that that DEX. The DEX is on a different one. That's the Katana DEX. Katana.roninchain.com. But this is where I swapped my SLP into AXS. And then with that, where did I put it? Right here. On stake.axieinfinity.com. As soon as this goes through, finishes approving, check out where that's at. Contract interaction. Cool. Now we have $4 here, and so now I can stake that. And what is it? The APR APR is 122% APR. And so I'm going to start my AXS staking with only like $4 or so, but you gotta start. Help make the blockchain stronger, put some money in your own pockets. When you believe in a project, this is like probably what you want to do, because it'll earn you money and it's actually helping out the project. So you can see at my total staked, that available on the wall, it's gonna shrink from that. It's probably just need a refresher or something like that. And then the other thing I wanted to show, maybe it's like an APR to APY. APR to APY calculator. So, because you could come in every day, especially since there's free transactions on Ronin. And let's say APR is 122% APR. And we're going to compound that daily because it's free. It's free to compound. It's free to do transactions right now. And maybe Ron, by then, not too expensive. But if we did that daily at 122 APR, and we just compounded whatever the earnings we get. So as we earn some stuff from the staking, we put it back in. So we earn some AXS, we put that AXS back in, and now we're earning with that amount too. So if we had $5 and we made 5 cents, then on day 2 we would be earning with $5.05, and on day 3 we made another 5 cents. So we take that earnings and we put it in, and now on day 4 we're earning with or day 3 to 4 we're earning with $5.10, and we just keep increasing. Next day it's $5.15. Next day it's $5.20. Next day we're earning 6 cents, and so now it's and it just keeps going up and up. And so for that reason, if we were to do this type of strategy, we would expect 238% APY. So that's a 238% return on your investment by the 1 year period. So if you had $100 in here, it would be 100% is 200. So it would be like $400 within plus some a year. and that's without a price appreciation on that asset. So if the price also goes up, maybe the price also goes up 100, then that would be like, you know, that 400 plus 100, which is like 800. That's like, you know, starting to get the idea, starting to get what could happen with even a small amount of money. I'm only talking about $100 in a year. All of a sudden could become $800 if price appreciates 100%. It's kind of fucking crazy. All right. But yeah, that's what Axie Infinity is doing right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll use that as like the thumbnail thing. I like made a tweet today about BitBoy Crypto and Anthony Pompliano going at it. And it's like, this is what happens with clickbait. But yeah, hopefully people find that useful. And I'll probably make some other videos doing small portions of this and whatnot, just so it becomes easy. Maybe doing some mobile phone versions as well for those folks that only have a mobile phone for Axie. But that's it. Your boy Smurf moving out. I'm going to start the rest of our stream day and stuff like that.